So take a very, very simple C Dorian, and now B flat harmonic minor. So that's a real simple shape that you might know, just major 7, flat 13, minor third, and tonic. So C Dorian and B flat harmonic. So there's my C Dorian and there's my B flat harmonic minor. So that's what I might do. So there's that flat 9 and the flat 5 together. I'm thinking that relative to a C minor. So we could also play, this next one is a little bit tricky because it's got things that you don't normally hear combined together. We talked about E flat melodic minor as both a Locrian sharp 2, a modified C half diminished that has the D natural. Or in a larger, broader sense, just think of it as a minor tonality, just played over the minor chord. Just think of it as minor 9 flat 5. So I could play E flat major, the straight up C Dorian. We've talked about some of these shapes. It's just a nice Dorian. And C Dorian that's just an E flat Lydian with a 6 and a 9. I make that melodic minor. So I just went from E flat Lydian to E flat melodic minor. So that could either be C half diminished or just C minor 9 flat 5. Go to E flat harmonic minor. So the scale is interesting because it's got Dorian, it's got the flat 7 of the Dorian, the major 7 of the melodic or the harmonic, and the flat 5. So I'm not sure how to label that. Maybe that note has an official name. I guess if I had to label it, I'd say Dorian major 7 flat 5 or melodic minor flat 7 flat 5. So basically we could play relative major over minor for Dorian, just say in that same key center, just a minor third above the minor. We can play both major, melodic, and harmonic minor all over C minor. So E flat Lydian is straight up C Dorian, E flat melodic, E flat harmonic, so that's kind of a funny combination. We take that same shape that we played earlier. In this key is C, either C dominant or C major, and go down a half step. So this looks like a B minor triad now with an E flat in the bass relative to C minor. There's my C Dorian. So, basically what I do with all of these things is try to hear the simplest, most direct reference to whatever the basic chord quality is. So I think straight up C Dorian arpeggio, C, E flat, G, B flat with any of these other sounds. So we're hearing the tensions as they relate to the basic sound, which is what you said earlier, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really cool sound. I like the E flat harmonic minor. It's amazing how just that one note changing from harmonic to melodic minor makes such a difference in the tonality. But that
It does.
one, that switching from, because you get the root when you're doing the melodic minor, you switch it to harmonic, you get that major 7, and that one note right there switching makes such a big difference.
I agree. And you spoke earlier, Mike, about using chord shapes also to kind of reinforce the harmony because we're hearing the notes played together. And the last key actually is also one that works for dominant, which would be a fifth above. So G harmonic minor, we could just think of as minor 9 flat 5. So take that same voicing that we played up here as a B flat harmonic minor, play down here in G, and now I'm on the second fret. So this could either be C, 7, sharp 9, sharp 11, but as long as, since the harmonic minor has no major third in it, it doesn't have any natural. That's the note we want to avoid playing over C minor, obviously. I could play G harmonic minor as C minor too. So there's my C Dorian, and there's my G harmonic minor. So basically, that's strictly speaking, that mode could function either as dominant or minor, just like the B flat melodic and harmonic minor could function as C7 or C minor or C dominant. So a lot of these things have multiple applications, and the way we make it sound like one or the other is just to reference the basic arpeggio of the particular chord quality.
And that comes back to what you were saying before about how sometimes if you're playing over a half diminished, you like to mix the flat 5 and the natural 5. That would be like a perfect example of that. If you're reviewing the G harmonic minor over your C half diminished, right? It would
I mean, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, that could potentially work too, couldn't it? I hadn't thought about that as half diminished, but I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, it's got the flat 5. Yeah, I mean, it's got the 9 and the flat 5, just like how different. That's an interesting thought that had not occurred to me until this very second. I'm going to explore that a little further.
Yeah, it's cool too, because then you have the major 7 between the 5 and the sharp flat 5, and then you move it down a half step and it still works over your half diminished, because then you get the sharp or flat 5 and the 11.
I mean, I hadn't thought about harmonic. I mean, I've definitely thought about melodic minor, minor third above a half diminished. I had not thought about harmonic minor, a fifth above the half diminished. I'm going to look into that, and the next time we convene, maybe we can bounce a few more ideas off each other on that one. That's one of the things I'm enjoying about our collaboration. I'm learning quite a bit here.
Oh, me too. I haven't thought of a lot of
Super.
these things either. So,
Well, that's, I mean, I mean, we'll do this in the living room together at some point, but I love sitting down with another guitar player who has this kind of knowledge and just trading ideas and bouncing concepts off each other. It's great fun.
mhm. Yeah, absolutely.